Look, in the world of tech, we see rivalries all the time. But this is different. This isn't about who has the better phone or the cooler app. We're talking about a high-stakes, philosophical war for the literal future of humanity. And it's being fought between two guys, Elon Musk and Sam Altman, who actually started out as allies on a mission to save the world. This is the story of how that mission became a battle for its soul.
I mean, talk about a 180, right? It's just jarring. They went from co-founding a nonprofit to protect us all from rogue AI to where we are now, a complete mess of lawsuits, countersuits, and really nasty public attacks. So the big question is, how on earth did two people who started on the exact same team end up on polar opposite sides of the most important debate of our lifetime?
To really get how we got to this point, we've got to start with where things are right now. We have to look at the battlefield today. And let me tell you, it is messy. The amount of legal firepower here is just staggering. So first, you've got Musk suing OpenAI, claiming they totally betrayed their original mission by chasing profits. Then OpenAI fires right back, basically saying this is all just a smear campaign because Musk is salty he's not in charge anymore. And as if that's not enough, Musk is also going after OpenAI's huge deal with Apple, calling it an illegal scheme to shut out his own AI, Grok. This is a full-blown Silicon Valley courtroom drama.
In this quote, this tells you everything you need to know about how personal this feud has become. Musk isn't just disagreeing with a business strategy. He's basically calling Sam Altman Gollum from Lord of the Rings. He's saying the power at OpenAI has corrupted him. It doesn't get much more personal than that.
And you have to understand, this isn't just a war of words or angry tweets. In 2023, Musk put his money where his mouth is and launched xAI. He didn't just complain from the sidelines. He jumped in and built a direct competitor. He's positioning it as the good guy AI, the ethical, truth-seeking alternative to what he thinks OpenAI has turned into.
But to really, truly grasp the level of betrayal Musk feels, you've got to rewind the clock. You have to go back to the beginning, to this almost utopian dream they once shared.
So picture it, it's 2012. Musk and Altman meet, and they totally connect over this shared, well, passion and fear of artificial intelligence. By 2015, that leads them to create OpenAI, a nonprofit lab meant to save the world. But, the honeymoon phase didn't last long. Just 2 years later, major disagreements about speed, money, and control started bubbling up, and by 2018, Musk was out.
And this right here, AGI, this was the holy grail, the big prize they were both chasing. We're not talking about an AI that's just good at writing emails or making images. We're talking about a machine that can think, learn, and solve problems just like a person, or maybe even better. The power to create this is what brought them together, and the fight over how to control it is what blew them apart.
Their original vision was so clear, so idealistic. OpenAI was supposed to be the world's guardian, a totally open, transparent, non-profit shield. It was designed to stop AGI from falling into the hands of some massive, secretive corporation. It was literally created to be the antidote to the very thing they were afraid of.
And you've got to get this about Elon Musk. For him, this has always been serious. This isn't just another tech venture. In his mind, he wasn't just building a company, he was building a cage for a demon he thinks we're all summoning. That deep existential fear is absolutely fundamental to understanding his side of this fight.
So you've got this noble, world-saving mission. What could possibly go wrong? Well, as it turns out, a lot. It all came down to a classic struggle for money, speed, and of course, control.
So just before he officially left, things apparently got really intense. The story goes that Musk started to panic, feeling like OpenAI was falling way behind its competitors. And his solution? It was a classic Musk power move. He allegedly proposed they merge the whole operation with Tesla to use it as a cash cow, and that, oh yeah, he should take over as CEO. The rest of the board? They said, no thanks.
Now, Musk leaves, but the money problem doesn't. So in 2019, Sam Altman steers OpenAI in a direction that, in Musk's eyes, was the final nail in the coffin. They pivoted. They created this new kind of capped profit company. The idea was to attract huge investments to keep up with the competition, but for Musk, that was it. The ultimate betrayal of everything they had agreed on.
And well, did the new model work? Oh yeah. Microsoft swept in with a cool $1 billion and then billions more after that. All of a sudden, OpenAI had the cash to play in the big leagues. But from Elon Musk's perspective, the price they paid for that money was the company's soul.
And this is the core of Musk's argument. To him, it's simple. The company he helped build to be open and for all of humanity had become the very thing they swore to fight, a closed-source, for-profit machine effectively controlled by one of the biggest corporations on Earth.
So, when you strip away all the lawsuits and the personal drama, what are you left with? You're left with a massive, fundamental disagreement over how we should build the future. And these two guys, their answers could not be more different.
Okay, let's break this down because it really shows you the two different universes they're living in. First, pace. Musk is screaming, "Stop, hit the brakes, this is too dangerous." Altman's argument, if we slow down, the bad guys will get there first. Then you've got control. Musk wants a referee, strict, centralized rules. Altman says, nope, let's give the tools to everyone and let innovation flourish. And finally, the model. Musk is holding on to that pure, nonprofit dream, while Altman's all about the pragmatic, for-profit path, saying, look, we need the money to do the work.
And, it's easy to paint Musk as just a guy with a grudge, but he is not alone in this. He, along with some of the absolute biggest names in AI, signed this famous open letter demanding a 6-month pause on training super powerful AI. This proves his safety-first approach isn't just a personal vendetta, it's a real, serious concern shared by some of the smartest people on the planet. Now, it might be really tempting to look at all this and just say, okay, another billionaire soap opera, who cares? But the thing is, the stakes of this fight are absolutely enormous, and they affect every single one of us.
Their feud forces us to ask some really tough questions, like this one. Is AGI, a technology so powerful, so potentially world-changing, that it needs to be treated like nuclear weapons? Should it have that same level of intense international control?
And that brings up an even bigger point. Whether it's OpenAI and Microsoft or Musk and xAI, should a handful of private companies have this much power? We're talking about a technology that could fundamentally redefine human civilization. Should that power be in the hands of a few unelected CEOs?
And ultimately, this might be the most important question of all. Who decides? Who gets to be the judge of what safe and ethical AI actually is? Is it the developers, the government, some independent group? In a lot of ways, this battle between Musk and Altman is a battle for the right to answer that question for all of us.
Maybe the best way to end this is with a warning from Geoffrey Hinton, one of the so-called godfathers of AI. He says that this rivalry, and others like it, risk turning the quest for safe AI into just another competitive race, an arms race where safety takes a backseat. And that's the real danger, because in the race to build the most powerful technology in history, if it becomes a zero-sum game, we all lose.